Testing, testing, testing. All right. Some questions about Devon. What is Devon's favorite food? That would have to be either steak or cheese. What is Devon's go-to drink? So I'd say if we're going out to dinner, a lemon drop martini, no question. But if we're going out to get hammered, it's usually a Dirty Shirley, but tequila shots might trump everything. What is Devon's most prized possession? That would have to be her blankie. Which three things would Devon bring to a deserted island? She would probably bring her yellow smiley faced flip flops, sunflower earrings, and her phone. What is Devon's irrational fear? Probably when I walk around corners, she'd say I walk pretty quietly. I don't know how quietly I walk, but I scare her almost every single time I walk around a corner. Which movie does she quote the most from? So it's Timmy from South Park, and she says, "Down like a clown, Charlie Brown." You're welcome, honey. What is her biggest pet peeve of me? Anytime I bring up yoga. Take two. Where was your first date? Unofficially, Chipotle. Officially, it'd have to be winter formal at Sigma Chi. Where was your first kiss? That would be winter formal at Sigma Chi. When did you realize you were in love? So that would have to be on the couch in my room in Sigma Chi at winter formal. What is your favorite TV series to watch together? There's a lot to choose from, but a solid answer is Cops. Who said I love you first? That would be me. What are your pet names for each other? So Devon is Honey or Lump, and I am Jaybird or also Honey. Speaking of pets, what is your favorite nickname for Louie? Mine has to be Lewis, but there's a few. We have Little Lou, we have Lucifer, we have Little S. There's a whole bunch of names for Lewis. Louie. How many children would you like to have? I think we'll both say three. What is your favorite thing about Devon? So I'd say her smile, her personality, and that she takes care of all the little critters once they're identified because I'm afraid of them. What is Devon's favorite thing about me? That would be my chest. What is your best college memory together? So besides our first date at Sigma Chi Winter Formal, I have to say the walks we took together. There was a trail next off of University Drive, and we used to go on walks there towards the end of our time at Penn State. And while we were walking, we would talk about how we would want to go on these same walks with a little dog, which we later got, and his name's Lucifer. But yeah. What was our best Halloween costume? That would be Cal Drogo and Khaleesi. What was our most embarrassing Halloween costume? Definitely when we dressed up as an elderly couple. We went to P-Man, and no one else was dressed up, so we were just two people and dressed up like elderly people walking around. But we got hammered and had a good time. What is your favorite food? That would be easy, and it is sushi. What's your go-to drink? Well, besides mostly everything, I'd say a Jack and Diet. What's the best meal you've cooked for Devon? Definitely the butternut squash risotto. She loves that, and we have it pretty regularly. Which three things would you bring to a deserted island? I'd bring a machete, a survivalist water filter, and some edibles. How did you feel proposing? I felt very nervous the entire time. Devon thought I was going to propose a few different times throughout the day at the botanical gardens. So there was like 3 or 4 times where she was kind of expecting it, and after those 3 or 4 times, I eventually did it. What's your irrational fear? Rational fear is of small critters, so bees, bugs, snakes, and frogs. Which movie do you quote the most from? So I'm not a movie quoter at all. So, but sometimes I call Devin Betsy from the campaign. What is your biggest pet peeve of Devin? That she Houdinis. And Houdiniing is when one comes into the room and strips and drops their clothes in a pile on the ground, and all the clothes are in a perfect line where you have socks, pants, bra, shirt, and it just stays there until I guess I convince her to pick it up. What's your most prized possession? Other than Devon, I'd have to say my Sigma Chi shirts.